somewhere deep in my mind. See the barbed wire, the place is grown all wide. 'Cause I don't know if it'll be enough, or if they really care. There's a stairway down for the both of us, but let's not go there. You got me thinking, whoa, I don't know how we got.
Hi ladies! Today we continue with the kitchen decluttering, organizing, cleaning. Last week I did tackle the pantry that I have in the kitchen and a kitchen island, and today I'm doing probably another 1/3 of the kitchen because I did not finish, but I wanted to basically tackle some of the cabinets today and just take stuff out, declutter what needs to be decluttered, wipe down. Basically what I would call like a maintenance declutter of the kitchen. So it's not like I have a ton of stuff to declutter, and that is because for the past probably a little over 2 years I have been on a decluttering journey, and I got to a point where I don't have a ton of stuff to get rid of anymore. It's just more, when I'm clean and organized, to make sure that I get rid of anything that just needs to be gotten rid of. And that first cabinet I'm doing right now, that is probably the one that needed most attention. And that is where we store basically all the stuff for our dog. And it's just kind of got a little bit out of control between different treats and food and different types of medication. It just needed to really be taken care of. And this is probably where I got rid of the most of the stuff. There was just a lot of stuff that was expired. I found some medication from like 3 years ago that was hiding on a top shelf. I just didn't see it before. So it's just a good reason why I need to do it more often. I don't know how that one was hiding. I think I always assumed the one shelf on the very top was empty, and there was just something hiding at the very back of it. So that is the plan for today. I'm also gonna talk about getting rid of some of the kitchen appliances that are popular. I just don't use them, and kind of a journey through, how long it took me to get rid of things, and just like understanding that just because it's something that a lot of people like, does not mean that I should keep it if I don't use it. So we'll talk about that in today's video. But before we get to that, if you are new here, if this is the first video you see from me, my name is Marta. I am a full-time working mom, and on my channel I share a lot of home management things. So anything from organizing, decluttering, cleaning, different, morning routines, things like that. So if you enjoy that type of content, make sure that you subscribe down below. So as I was going through the stuff, I realized I need to probably organize it into little containers. I had a few of them in the basement, so I just brought them up. I think they're from Dollar Tree, I want to say. But all the stuff on the left, that is stuff that I'm getting rid of. So it's quite a bit more than I thought I had hiding in there. But this is one of the things, and I talked about it before, that I have learned over my decluttering journey, is that decluttering comes first and organizing comes second. So I definitely pay attention to what I want to get rid of first, and then whatever is left over, that is when I think about how to organize it. What is the best way for me to organize it? So that's where those little bins came from. I just organized like the medicine into one, and like some feeding, I don't even know what to call feeding things for the dog, not food, but just some different things for her in a second one. And it took me a while to get to that mentality and shift it, but that is really what has helped me to actually get rid of stuff instead of organizing my clutter like I used to do.
Funny how the story goes, little hope but bigger dreams. They try to bring a sucker down, singing louder than the crowd. Listen the rhythm, I'm feeling brand new. Keep pushing forward, it's gonna save you. Never look down, love, not when we shine so bright. This
So I have a question for you ladies. How often do you clean your kitchen, like in the cabinets? How often do you go through it? Do you have a system, like every quarter, every 6 months, once a year? Or is it more like whenever you see it dirty? So definitely let me know. I try to do it twice a year. And if I do it more often, it's probably because something I notice is getting dirty. But I think that's in general what I aim for every 6 months or so. And that cabinet on the top, I kind of giggle when I see myself going through it. I was very careful when I was doing this. Last time I did that, I fell down from a chair and I injured my knee for quite a while. I still feel it from to this day. So I was just taking stuff out of there. This is where clearly it's not something that's easily accessible. So I do store things in there that I don't use as often, especially on the top shelf. The bottom one I still can reach with a chair or just like a little step stool. But the top one is definitely something for like extras, and that's where I found like a bin of water bottles that last time when we had a conversation with my husband whether we should keep them or not, we decided to keep them and nobody has ever used them since. So that was going. And this is just an example of, some things you have an easy time getting rid of. And some things require you to keep it for, until the next time you go through your kitchen or your other space to decide what you want to get rid of. And this is also a good time when I was going through it to write down what I need to buy as far as specific items. So I use this page from my home management binder where I just track things that I need to buy for my home. So this is where I kind of put down, I think, the electric kettle and like an individual coffee maker, just things that I don't need right away, but something to be on the lookout for when there is a good deal. So what I have is working, but like specific, my electric kettle is just getting very worn out and it's just not like kind of beyond cleaning. So it's just a good system that to use to make sure that I write it down, because I will tell you, if I don't write things down, I will not remember them. I don't know if you're the same way. I have always been like that. Just writing things down helps me, keep it in mind. And especially now with, all the sales, with the Black Friday coming up, I feel like it's a good time to be looking for deals for something that you actually need.
A million people in the crowd, but I only see your face in all the lights. And as the bass keep pounding on me, baby, I really wanna make you mine. I don't really care about love. I don't really care about happy ever afters. Something about you gives me hope. Something about you, yeah. When the sun goes down and the night sky's falling, do you believe in one-time lovers? 'Cause deep inside of my wildest dreams, you'll be by my side when the sun goes
down. So like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I want to talk about some of the kitchen appliances or gadgets that I am getting rid of that are popular and a lot of people like them, that I got and I don't enjoy as much as I thought I would. So the first one is Instapot. I got it probably 2 to 3 years ago and I have used it probably twice, maybe 3 times. And I just don't enjoy it. And every time I went through my kitchen over those past few years, it was one of those items that I should have gotten rid of every single time, but I always held on to it thinking, well, I spent the money. It's, something that people really enjoy using. I just didn't give it a good chance. So let me keep it until the next time. And that went on for a few years. I think, like I said, 2 or 3 years ago when I got it. And the last time I said, this is the last time I'm doing it. If I don't use it anymore, I will get rid of it. So today was the day. and just had to come to this realization that just because other people enjoy it doesn't mean that I will as well. And it's okay to get rid of things that you truly don't use and not keep them thinking that you're gonna use it. This is a good method, if you are really not sure, to keep it until the next time you declutter. But this one is one of those items I kept probably for the longest, thinking that I will use it, and I have not. And the second item was, and I think I'm about to pull it out from that cabinet, and that is that vegetable chopper, this one right here. I got it not that long ago, probably, I want to say within the past 6 months. And I have seen great reviews on it. I have seen people use it in, I think on Instagram or in YouTube videos. And it's a nice gadget, and it does a great job with chopping vegetables. Nothing wrong with it. However, I have used it also a few times, and I just realized that I don't use it as often, or I don't need to chop vegetables that often. I don't do huge meal preps. I don't, it's just for like dinner. And so, for example, if I have to chop an onion, for me to pull this thing out, chop an onion, and then spend the next 5 minutes trying to wash it because it gets, into all those creases, and then, dry it and assemble it, and it's just not worth it for me. I would rather spend, even if it's that extra minute, to chop my onion using a knife than pull this thing out. And it was, kind of a realization that, I shouldn't have gotten in the first place. But, things like that happen. Sometimes you just, give in and, find something that's exciting, and it's okay. I mean, I tried it. It's just not for me. And there is nothing wrong with this gadget. It's just not for me. So with this one, it took me much quicker to realize that, and I have gotten rid of it. But let me know if you have bought any similar items that people, other people really enjoy, and you don't, and then you kind of feel guilty and you don't get rid of it right away. So let me know if you have any good examples of that. So that lower cabinet was very painful to go through as far as just getting in there. So as you see, my kitchen is not big. It's on a smaller side, and the storage is a problem, especially for like pots and pans. So besides some storage in a kitchen island, this is the only cabinet where I have that I can use for that purpose. And it's just hard to get in there because it is deep, like to the right of me, but it's just a bad design. I should have realized that when they were doing my design. I think it was Lowe's or Home Depot, I can't remember, it was years ago, and they should have just done a little better job of making this like opening a little bit more. But this is the end result of that corner cabinet. I do love the Lazy Susan in there for like my smoothies and coffee cups and stuff like that. And as you can see, there's plenty of space in that cabinet, which really feels amazing, because that's the whole goal, to just not have it cluttered with stuff, because when I have it cluttered, I can't see what I have, and it's just mentally just kind of becomes overstimulating. This was the last portion of the kitchen declutter or cleaning, or all of it, and this one didn't have much to get rid of. This is the one where use it clearly every day with the plates and containers. There was one that I kept, one item that I kept, and that's on the left. This was like little plastic containers for like fruit. And I'll see if I use it in the next 6 months. It's one of those that I used before quite a bit, and then I kind of scaled back. So this one is questionable for next time. But this is where we have our plates and things we use on a daily basis. I did get rid of some of the containers that I had, or some, I should say, serving plates. I got some new ones from Costco the other day, so I got rid of the old ones. This has been a plan for a while. I still have to get a couple of like deeper ones. But I think overall this has been a very successful day of decluttering and organizing my kitchen. Clearly I'm not done. I still have some cabinets on the right side of the kitchen, but as I look through it, I definitely huge improvement on that top one from what it was before. I didn't even record the one on the bottom because there was nothing to get rid of, and it's kind of hard to record in there. And as you can see, plenty of space above the fridge. That is probably where I might move like my rice cooker from the pantry side of it, as I'm trying to figure out what's going to function for me the best. So still more to come with that, but now I have space to figure out how my kitchen can function better. So like my, as you can see, quite a bit of stuff, more than I thought I would get rid of, considering my kitchen has not been that cluttered. So I hope that video gave you some motivation and some encouragement to tackle whatever space you're tackling. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.